Thank you, Jake. Good morning, everybody. It's great to see you. What a big, great crowd there is today. I love it. Well, he said, I'm Bill McCreery, and I've been coming to Aldea for quite a while. The very first time I heard about Aldea was on NPR. There was an advertisement. And at the time, I was looking for some kind of connection with the community around me. I didn't feel like I knew my neighbors or many people here. I worked in Green Valley for 28 years, so I'd get in my car and it would drive to Green Valley every day, whether I was in it or not. And, I knew hundreds of people in Green Valley and nobody in Tucson. And I thought, I'm going to be retiring here pretty soon, so I should know some people. And I was looking for a church, a spiritual community or something, and heard this. And the Sound of Love period attracted me, and I started to attend. And I really began to get connected here, and I really felt great about it. And I was growing with it. And then COVID hit, right? And it all went down the tubes. We did some things online, and I tried to connect with that, but that's really not what I was looking for at that point in time. I was looking for this, meeting people and seeing them in person, and I had plenty of Zoom meetings at work. I, was looking for flesh and bone. So I kind of fell off the radar. And then, when things started to kind of curl back from COVID, I heard that Aldea was getting together again, and so I came, and I was amazed at how quickly it grew and how much I loved it. And Jake took over, and I loved his messages, and it was all just really great. And I was really shocked at how resilient Aldea was coming back from COVID. And I'm not sure that a lot of people know that, because it was quite a journey for the organization. And so anyway, things really started to come back, and the concept of resilient seemed to come up a lot in our leadership team meetings. And a couple weeks ago, we decided to actually name our 2025 pledge campaign Resilient. Which I think is pretty cool. And so, my career has been in nonprofits, and as I got more and more involved in Aldea, I was interested in knowing, how's Aldea doing? Because I want this to be around in my life. Soon I found myself on the leadership team committee, and I dove in wholeheartedly with that because I really want this place to be here and to survive and take in all that it offers. So the LT, one of the main things that we talk about in our leadership team meetings, we are really diligently focused on sustainability. Another word that you hear around here a lot with Resilient is sustainability, and we're working on making this place be here for a very, very long time. There is so much good that happens here. It's growing. It just feels wonderful. But the reality of life is that income must exceed expenses for every organization. And that's what the LT team is talking about and stressing about constantly. So coming up is the pledge drive, and I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm going to do two things. The first thing I'm going to do is create a reoccurring donation that happens every month. I'm doing that through Zelle. There's other ways to do it, but it comes right out of my bank account. And that does a couple things that's great. For me, it's pretty painless. It's just another thing that, money flies into the bank account, money flies out. You know how that goes, right? My boss used to call payday exchange day. But it's just painless, and that's great. What it does for Aldea is so important, because we all know how important it is to pay our bills and do what we need to do. And when you don't know how much money is coming in, it's a guesswork every month. And reoccurring donations create an income stream that's pretty level, which is really important. And I spend a lot of time outside of Tucson in the summer, up in Flagstaff and traveling. And when I miss, I might not donate, but this just keeps the money coming in. And through the summer, that's hugely important because there aren't this many people here in the summer, that's for sure. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the amount of money that I give. The reason for that is that I took a look at what my values are and what I value in my life and kind of matched that up with where I spend my money. And Aldea has become very, very high on my value list. And I took a look at what I could afford and decided that to match the level of value that I get from this place, I'm picking up my donation considerably from what it was last year. So I suggest that you do what you can do, though. I mean, there isn't a particular amount. That's the most important thing, is that you do what you can do, but I hope you will do something. My particular belief is that if everybody looked at what this place means to them value-wise and made a reoccurring donation that was something that they could afford, I feel confident that we will reach our goals for the pledge campaign for 2025, and we will be in great shape. So there is, the actual campaign is starting next week, but these are out in the lobby, so if you wanted to get a head start and take a look at the pamphlet called Resilient, that might be something that you would like to do. The last thing I wanted to say, I think, is really kind of fun, and I hope this isn't too woo-woo for you, but at the last leadership team meeting last week, we all bring some food in about a half hour early and have a little potluck, and I decided to stop at my favorite Chinese restaurant and bring in some sesame chicken. So I brought that and opened it up, and there was one fortune cookie in the bag. So we were sitting around before the meeting, and we decided when the meeting started, we would open this fortune cookie in honor of the leadership team. So this is where it gets woo-woo. I brought it with me. Now, don't forget that it's our campaign is, our drive is called Resilient. It says, embrace the challenges you have encountered. They have made you resilient. Swear to you. So thank you very much for your time, and enjoy the message.